Hello, good morning, and welcome to another skill of the week. This one is going to be for second grade. Hello, second graders. We are going to be making action sharks, and we're going to be learning a couple of words in the process. So we're going to be learning about foreshortening, and we're going to be doing action marks. And I learned this from Mark Kistler on his Imagination Station quite a few years ago, and I just started to use it because it does a great job of teaching foreshortening to young students. So we are going to be learning about those things, and I'm trying a new thing today to see if it'll work on showing what I'm drawing. So bear with me as I put the computer up in a box here, and we're going to try to work this out so we can actually draw and you can see it. All right, so we're going to try this out. When you're going to be working with foreshortening, you're going to be creating a shark that is sweeping around, swimming towards us, and the tail is going to be back in the back, and so that's going to create a foreshortened look. And so I'm just going to show you really quick. We're going to draw a foreshortened half circle. It's kind of like a squished C shape. And then when we draw the front part of the shark, it's going to come back about halfway up to the middle of that back part of the C. I'm not sure if it's showing, if it's upside down. Maybe I should draw it this way. It'll turn it around the other direction, but it'll still work. Okay, so I'm drawing it upside down to me and right side up to you guys. So the next thing that you're going to do is you're going to draw the dorsal fin, and that's going to be a triangular shape. Remember, we talked about those 4 basic shapes, but this triangular shape's a little bit curved, and it's coming up off the top of his body. And then from there, this part winds around back behind the dorsal fin and then narrows to a small area back here where his fin will go. Okay, and that's kind of a moon shape. Okay, and then we're going to make this guy a little bit more cartoonish than realistic. So we're going to add fins down here. Make sure that I'm drawing them the way I want to here. I keep looking. And we're just going to make 2 down there so he's just kind of swooshing around. And then we're going to give him some cartoon eyes on the top. And he's going to be looking ahead. Okay, and we want to keep that little highlight in his eyes so it makes him look like he's more alive. Okay, so this is the fun part. We get to create a mouth coming up. We're going to give him a little smile there because he's excited. He's just spotted a fish, and we're giving him some teeth because he's excited. And remember, sharks have lots and lots of teeth, and they're really jagged. And here's where we're going to create those action marks. Okay, we are going to go whoosh, whoosh. So it looks like he's just spotted this little fish over here. And this little fish is like, oh no, he spotted me. Swim away, swim away. Letting some bubbles go. And he's like, whoa, I want that fish. So he's swoosh. If you make quick little swooping lines, that will make him look like he's swooshing around and going after this little fish. Okay, so let's think about those steps that we took. We drew a foreshortened half circle, so it's that C shape. Let me move this down a little bit. Okay, so it's kind of a squished, again, a squished C. And then the point of his nose comes up. Now, don't make it too pointy because he still has to have a nose, so don't make it a sharp point. But it is kind of triangular. Okay, and it's coming up, and then we make the dorsal fin, another triangular shape, and that's going to come back to the tail. Okay, we're starting at the dorsal fin, coming back to the tail. It's narrow but not touching. That moon shape of his fin okay? The eyes that have a highlight in them, okay? His smile. Now, one thing about his smile, you can make it an open mouth if you want. You can open it up, erase this part, which my eraser's not working very well, and you can open up his mouth. So if you want him to be after that fish and going, I'm going to eat him, you can open his mouth. Oh, one thing I did forget was his gills. Okay, we need to have his gills on there. And then his fins are two more triangular shapes. One is overlapping the other. That gives us the feeling of space, okay, going back in space, and then we make those swoosh marks. I went over his body on that one. I shouldn't have, because that should go behind his body. But he's swooshing back to go after a fish or whatever it is he's after. Okay, and we're going to practice drawing some of those sharks so we can think about the foreshortening of his head being closer and his tail being farther away, and he's turning his body going after something. And that is our skill of the week. So let's practice that. Thank you.